Yo, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, probably. Welcome to Brazil. Kind of a good grid. I think 15 drivers. I think 5 or 6 new ones. "15 drivers, yeah. Oh god. And I have a lot of work to do after the race, I can see. New drivers, some might stick around, some might not. We'll see after the race, and we'll see next weekend. No, I think he signed up last month, maybe. But he didn't race yet, I think. The 80, yeah, he's from Belgium. It's a mate of PK. And he signed up 16th of March to be the reserve of PK, so. Set up again. Still can't get used to the controls. Yeah. I think this week Jeff is with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Only just woke up, so need a little. I fell asleep watching a movie earlier today.
Yeah, let's see Weybridge. Already on the lap. He is third circuit, so nice sector 1. I don't know what to expect today with all those new people. One actually just got out of a race to join this race. Going back to back. Until now, Weybridge having 2 purple sectors, no one beating him yet. As we have a 109 and Weybridge beats it by a mile. 3 purple sectors for Weybridge. On board with the McLaren here. See what he does for the first sector. Not purple. Could be better. Joni is close though, just a second off. A good lap by him. Change this a bit so I can actually see shit. Okay, amazing. Weybridge still holding the provisional pole by a mile. .188.
It looks like we're gonna have some rain today.
Might be. I don't know.
The air is pretty gray on the track side.
I still decided that we should be able to see the weather. I don't think Weybridge has won a race. Alex has. Let's go on board with focus here. So what he just did a purple second sector, but that was his in lap. He was minus 10.9. I don't Ooh. Back to the pits for focus, that is.
And Weybridge has left.
Weybridge left?
Yep.
Who just sets pole time and then just leaves. So the RBs are looking very good this race. So far, this quali. See what Alex can do. He had a purple second sector, so he might actually take pole from Weybridge here. Let's see. As he crosses the line, only a 186. That's almost a second off. 9/10. That's a lot. And he already had a mistake. He's driving quite slow. PK on his out lap. Let's go on board with PK. He'll be setting a lap soon. Already comes in. That's a technical track, right? You can make a small mistake and that can cost a lot of time.
I did a really technical track.
As PK comes in. Why, I don't know. Alex is going for a second time around. Oh, he hits the grass on the outside. Yeah, that's definitely, yep. Board with the Aston here. Ooh, also hitting the grass. It should have cost him a lot of time, otherwise he would have gotten an invalidation there. Yoni also is on his lap. You can see P2. Nice lap there by the Aston. Yoni just did an amazing second sector for him. He's gonna improve his time, but by how much? That's the question. 1:08.2. That's an amazing time. As Van Bergen spins around, Focus will be looking to get that pole position. Not enough. Only 1/10 too slow. As I think PK is starting his lap now. About 7.5 minutes left for this qualifying. Ooh. Yeah, PK aborts his lap. Got a little bit too much wheel spin on the rear there. Still no time on the board. I would have driven it still after that. As Jordi comes back in again as well after invalidation from Bergen. Must run again. See what he can do. Or is he on his in lap? No, he just did a purple sector 1. See if he can keep it up. No, he lost over 1 second in that second sector. He'll be going in, yeah. Alex is rather quick first sector. See if he can keep it like that. Second sector, very technical. Again, or lose a lot of time. Oh, and he's getting a tow from his teammate there, from IPAC. Oh, this guy. I did not expect IPAC to do that. As that pulls Alex up. Only middle sector purple though, so there's time to improve. As I see some rain happening, that's why I said if I was PK I would have done a lap. Gonna be even tougher right now. Just a light drizzle. You should be able to do that on the softs. Jeff, you should have been become a weatherman. Will he start his lap though? He has to, right? He has to, otherwise he has to start from the back. Still no idea if Daybridge already joined back though. I only did 1 lap and he's still on provisional pole. Doesn't look like people are gonna be able to improve on that.
Oops,
looking at the weather. IPAC retired. Was IPAC in the wall, I think. No, that was Joni. I think that was Joni. Yeah, that was Joni. Front wing damage. Ooh. Yeah, you gotta set the time. Okay, you gotta do it. Not gonna be able to do another pit. The conditions will only get worse. We're definitely having a better sector 1 and sector 2 time than most. As he gets a tow here from his teammate. Could help him. Just to get inside that top 10. Is it? No, it's not enough. Ooh. That wasn't very, how do you say that? Very, beautiful. Yeah, I think most people will come in, as most have invalidated their laps as well. Focus, however, is gonna go for another lap. I think Freckley is still out there trying. No, he's gonna come in as well. I think most people won't be able to improve their time. Yeah, focus will also be heading in. As even focus lost over 5 seconds there. 5.5 seconds. Now we're on board with Kevin, and he also is losing time. Yes, if all the drivers would retire from the session, we can actually start the race. See if we can get him back in. Bridge is not online, still not online. Oh, that's tough for him. What a pole lap though, nobody could beat him, but so Weybridge will not be starting. Well, his AI will be starting. Give the drivers some time to sort out their cars. Focus is in a very good position. Always a hard fight between Focus and Alex. So we'll see where that goes. Oh, and it's raining hard. Let's give them a hashtag. Drivers get 6 minutes right now. Rating, so they might change some things on their setup. Not much they can change though, so that could also basically mean why they were so slow, right? Why some of them were not performing as expected. They might have chosen for a wet setup for the race. I see it's raining quite heavily. Yeah, let's see. I think I have a nice Yes, let's get yourself some drinks. We'll be starting in 4 minutes. Yeah, I don't think Weybridge will be joining for our race today. Sadly. Can check real quick if he don't expect. But, as the drivers are readying up. And it's lights out. There we go. Weybridge falling back, of course, as his AI will drive for him. Oh, little contact there between Alex and Focus. Hard racing as always. Focus ultimately winning there. Nobody taking the Verstappen line there. Ooh, Alex losing some grip there. I see somebody also being Invincible. Ghosted. Done. It's over there. People not being able to keep the car on track there. Real quick, let me check. I need to go to the live data so I can tell you guys who's on what tire. So I got a lot of people on wet tires. In my opinion, the worst decision you can ever make. Focus, Alex and Van Bergen on wet tires. Well, we have the Aston Martin on Inters. Followed by Joni and Val on wets. The Horizon on Inters, Weybridge on wets, but that's AI of course. Then we got Sawadi on Inters, PK, Frackley, IPAC and the Aston of Jordi on wets. Kevin and Spud on Inters. What a battle up front, guys. Ooh. He'll be saying he pushed me off the track. Focus, tries the inside here. Gets it done. Amazing fighting by those two, as always. Van Bergen follows them. There's the Aston of Vimy is leading the rest of the pack. Followed by Joni in 5th place. Joni really doing good lately. We all know where he started this season. At the back of the pack, at the back of the field, and practice makes perfect. As you can see, Frackley really close here to PK. So Weybridge dropped 11 positions as expected. PK already gained 5 positions as he tries to overtake the Waddy, but they are in a fight. Of course, for so Waddy losing 2 positions as once. Lost 4, PK gained 6. Alex will be looking here. Get the overtake done.
How did he crash on that?
Who?
Spud Romania.
I think so. To say
He crashed at the end of sector 4. He crashed, but how?
I don't know.
It was a straight. Well, kind of straight, let's be honest. Too throttle happy? Did he miss?
Might be. He was on Inters, front wing damage from what I can see, back to the pit. As the virtual safety car is still out. Kev Gamer also retired from the session with front wing damage. He ended up into the wall as well. Jordi gets a drive-through for speeding on the virtual safety car as it's green again. Alex gets focus immediately. See if focus can get him back into turn 1. Does he? Inside, turns to outside, turns to inside. Oh, that's some wheel banging by the two of them. No front wing damage, luckily, for both of them. It's wet, it's hard. Control the car. Fox not being able to pass, and now he has Van Bergen up his gearbox there. Trying to make the overtake. So from attacking you need to go into the defense mode. As Femi is leading the rest of the pack and Joni making a massive slide there. Frackley also gained a position there. Sawadi will be looking to regain a position on IPAC. However, Sawadi is looking at a bit of front wing damage for what I can see. As the ghost of Weybridge already getting led by everyone. As you already also gained a position on IPAC. Oh, that's the ghost of IPAC. Something happened with IPAC. Alex is creating a gap. He's driving away from focus here. Joni close to Vimy. Joni will be looking for that 4th place. To be best of the rest. It's on the table. All he has to do is keep the car on the track. Be consistent. PK gaining on the McLaren of Horizon. He'll be looking to make up some positions. Ferrari, of course, fighting with Mercedes, with the Red Bulls in the championship for the constructors. Mercedes isn't out of that fight yet as well. As you can see, Horizon drifting through the corner and PK as well. Only close. Is he close enough?
Oh, IPAC got DC.
Yeah, I know. He can join. Tell him to join. Has invited you to play. Yo, he's lucky I didn't click on that shit. Just keep it on the track. That's all you gotta do. Yeah, the game here is trying to force someone in a mistake. It's wet, it's hard to keep the car on the track and stuff. Or put pressure on, force people into a mistake like PK did here and you get a free position. If he can make it stick. He's on the wets. The wets definitely seem the better option. Right now. Although there is a line forming. Looking at the times though, the wets do better compared to the inters.
Wait, let IPAC rejoin.
He's offline. Apex AI decides to come in. Yoni's still close to Vimy here. I invited him. But the McLaren of Val is also getting closer on the Alpine of Joni here. So Joni really needs to get that overtake done rather soon than late, or comes under pressure from the McLaren. Cook still holding up with Alex though. Within 8 tenths now. We know from past races those two are going at it. They've been fighting in Mexico lap after lap after lap. There was no ending it. They kept fighting. I think folks made a little mistake there, costing him 3-4 tenths, maybe even 8. Looking at the gaps now. Yoni keeping up though, but he needs to make the overtake here. Try and free himself from Vimy and his inters. What I can see from the data though is the inters are wearing off less quickly. Whereas the wets definitely are hitting around 25% now. Can you only make it? It's not enough speed on the straight here to make the overtake stick. Gonna need to keep the pressure up. Hopefully he makes a mistake. Mistake. Unexpected. So looks like Focus has some more pace in him than Alex. He dropped down like 5 tenths and now he's already gained those back. Watching the 1 second gap now. Gotta remember though, no DRS, so it's harder to overtake. Like I said, try to force people into mistakes. As Van Bergen just did the fastest lap, 122.5. Fuck up there from see the top 3 not changing much, keep the same distance. They'll be looking to fight at the end of the race, I think. Okay, Paul made a mistake. He's back to almost 2.5 second gap. PK really closing in on him now. Only 1.3 seconds left. As you do see at Waddy's pace and Vimy's pace, those inters were definitely not the right choice. I take back what I said, but normally you just take the inters and it works. I might actually do an update for that. DK is within a second now of the McLaren Laval. Only losing some pace compared to the Aston in front of him. We're getting closer to focus as well. Alex really had a bad lap, really bad last sector, last time around. That's why Focus gained a lot of time again. They're basically running the same lap times, the top 3. And P4 down to P9 are also running the same lap times. But a little bit less consistent compared to the top 3. That's why you see those gaps falling. PK getting really close to the McLaren of Val. If he can make an overtake work. He is putting pressure on though, forcing him into different lines, creating worse exits for the McLaren. Oh, that corner feels so light in the wet. It's like you're floating. As Val comes in for his pit stop.
Conditions. Right,
going to Inters. There's definitely a dry line forming. Meaning Inters should be doable as long as you keep it on the line.
Nah, West is still gonna be faster.
Good driver can handle those Inters and be quicker.
Oh hell no. Look at the rain. How hard it is keep falling. No way Inters can keep up with this pace of rain.
That's the beauty of this game. It's just a game. Even in the official eSports you see them all picking up Inters. Wets basically do not exist. Yeah. And that's because the difference in how much grip the tire has and how much quicker it is. Once the dry line starts forming, like you see right now, and you can stay on the line because that's the physics of the game. Once you go off the line, your tires get dirty and you lose time. So you gotta stay on the line. That's why you see almost no overtakes on eSports.
Yeah, but let's be honest, there is a difference in professionalism between the drivers that drive every week in these races and the guys who...
I understand, but the fact still is the Inters are quicker, however you want to put it. So if you can keep it on the line, go for those Inters, they'll be quicker around. But we're gonna see Van Bergen also pitted for Inters. His quickest Dol was at 22.5. He was running 23.5s on average, so let's see what he's gonna do on those new Inters of him. I think most drivers will go to Inters now, as Joni also opted for some Inters. He'll be looking to do a massive outlap. Making sure he overtakes Viney during the pit stop phase here. Focus and Alex both going in. See what it's gonna be. I think it's Inters for both. Yeah, it is.
Risky.
No, I think that's the right choice. The dry line is forming. Your wets will heat up quicker now.
Well, really depending on the weather, because I don't know if it gets worse at the end of the race or so.
It doesn't matter if it starts raining worse. The dry line is there and it will stay there. Oh, as Vimy is out. Vimy is out. Where is the... yeah, exactly. There we go.
Lost it on the throttle.
Yeah, I think so. This sucks for Joni a bit because this means
Yeah, that means PK might be...
Oh, this means Sawadi. No, Sawadi still has to pit, I think. Yeah, he has. He still has to pit. So that's a P4 for Yoni, but he has PK to deal with. As the whole bunch of them will bunch up again, of course. Sawadi is having, however, front wing damage. Not visible, so that's just a bit of aero damage. Vaimi is out. That's only good news for Yoni. Only sad part is PK was far behind, so he could have made it into P4, but I guess he'll be dropping down to P5, depending on how good PK goes. PK wasn't really performing during the qualifying, right? So he has been stuck behind another driver for some while. Yeah, Sawadi coming in. This might actually save Sawadi, as Yoni is 17 seconds behind him. As the front pack still haven't caught up with the safety car. Inters going on, everybody's switching to Inters though. Right now.
No.
Yeah, he should be fine. He should be fine. As Sawadi comes out of the pit, full tires.
Yoni is going to be ahead. PK
I think even
PK
ahead. Is going to be ahead. Yeah, might not be.
Detection zone, nope.
Oh, who's ahead? It's Sawadi.
Yeah, it was already
so close.
Before the detection point.
So Sawadi not having his day though. I think he didn't fix his front wing, so that might actually have some impact on him.
I mean, if this is calling not his day, it's still driving at P5.
He has been. All has to do with the fact that he could pit during the safety car. PK of course pitted. Oh, he did also pit under the safety car. If they couldn't pit under the safety car, that would have meant something different. However, of course, now the cars are not going around that quick as before. So my question, will the rain start to form up on the dry line again? That's the question, of course.
Maybe only if the rain is gonna pick up again, but...
Focus also lost a position to Van Bergen. Again, this is looking really good for the Red Bull team points. As Focus and PK won't be able to outscore them right now in the constructors.
Because of that 1 point of IPAC?
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, even without IPAC's point, Focus and PK would not have 25 points on the right, so... Yeah, the Ferraris need to have like top 5 finishes. Both of the cars to actually outscore a someone that's always taking home P1. I'm not saying he's gonna take home P1 today, but you wouldn't expect less from him, from Alex.
It really depends how he's gonna do the restart, if he's gonna drive away, because he's quite a bit faster than Van Bergen at the race pace, it looks like. Then Focus is gonna be stuck and the gap is gonna grow. So this could take a horrible turn for Focus.
Yeah, folks already lost the position. I don't think Sawadi and PK can get him. Sawadi was way off the pace during qualifying, and looking at his lap times, he had a quick lap by 1/10 of a second, but his average pace was way lower. So going off like average pace, I don't think so.
No,
It all depends on how close can the top 3 stay, right? How much can Yoni defend his position? Because that's gonna
let's be
create a
honest.
gap.
Let's be honest. I think if Alex has a clean restart, that he is driving away from Van Bergen, and Focus is gonna lose time with that.
I think the rain actually calmed down a bit, as you might actually see some dry running at the end of the race. Looking at the track right now, there is no wetness on the track no more, so it's...
Yeah, but there's also not any symptoms of showings of blue air coming, so...
Yeah, that's why I said we might. We're halfway, so... Full wets is definitely off the table from now. As I see a McLaren being on hard tires here. McLaren Fall is on the hard tires.
That's a risk. And a half.
Go on board with Focus so we can see everything here.
Ooh, Fall is falling back. Got overtaken. iPack is overtaking people. Caution, sector 1. What happened? Oh, it glitched out again.
As Van Bergen almost finished round. Full tires, eh? All Joni has to do is try to keep up as long as he can. The cars are all swirling around.
But the track is definitely drying up right now.
Yeah, just a light bristle now. If the light
Or did we
bristle
lose?
stops.
Or did we lose the dry line? That could also be a possibility.
Oh, it's light drizzle. Compared to how hard it was raining before. Definitely light drizzle. You can actually see that with the raindrops on the screen and the raindrops falling out of the air. Might not be able to see it, but I'm definitely...
And this is exactly what I said. If Alex has a clean restart, he's driving away with his Focus gonna cost time.
The Focus cannot pass from Bergen. It's so hard with those wet setups, of course. I don't know who it was, but someone was had a dry setup. It might actually be handy ice up. I don't know for sure if it might dry it up. It's a fix for season, but yeah.
I'll be honest, I think the most have a dry setup. Maybe a little more vortex on the front wing, but not really a wet setup or something.
Joni's still holding though.
Yeah, but Joni is struggling. Every time he has pressed the throttle, his rear brakes out.
His pace isn't the same as the top 3, of course, so that's something you gotta take into account. But you can see the same with PK and Sawadi. Every time they go on throttle, they are basically losing some traction.
Joni is driving away on Sawadi, it looks like.
He's creating that gap. But that's what I said, right? Sawadi doesn't have visual front wing damage, but the data suggests he has some damage. This could cost him some time in the second sector. That I'm sure of.
It really depends. I don't know.
If you're missing a front wing end plate in Brazil, you're fucked. You're basically fucked. You cannot keep up. You cannot.
Yeah, but you see, clearly he has his end plate.
Yeah, but then some error.
So
It's not visual, but even then you down for it. Sector 2 you need the downforce. Actually, without the downforce you're nowhere. You can right now you can see I think probably a gap starts to form. Yeah, you see? Gap is getting bigger in sector 2 between Yoni and Silwadi. So either he's struggling or his front wing definitely
Focus is struggling behind for Bergen.
Cannot see focuses. You can see Van Bergen is not really good on the 0. Actually,
yeah, he's pushing, he's trying to close.
That explains why his battery is almost empty, because he just did the fastest lap, but...
And now he's gonna struggle, because I think Alex has been
Yoni
saving.
Coming in. He's going for the right tires. Ballsy moved, and so is Freckley. Freckley also pitting for the right tires.
That's early.
That's Joni, Freckley, the McLaren, and Weybridge on the dries. That's the AI actually saying, "Yo, let's put some dries on."
Freckley in the wall, on the pit exit.
I saw something happening.
And that's
I think
and plate
his
gone.
front wing, yeah, his front wing and plate is gone. Both of them.
Both sides.
That's gonna be massive. This could actually help Yoni if he can keep it on the track.
For Freckley, it's over and out.
Yeah, 3 seconds, broken thing. He needs to come in for another thing. I just don't understand why they take hards. Right? It's so hard to warm up the tires. You have like 14 laps to go.
Yeah, but otherwise you have to make.
Go 2 laps longer.
Stop.
Go 2 laps longer. Take mediums. 100%, I would do that. But the hards are definitely the way to go, the dries, as I can see sector 1 way less rain, but sector 3 still raining a bit.
Well, it's still slippery though.
Still slippery,
yeah.
But it's gonna dry up, I think. Also, Brazil is known for having a light drizzle and still being able to actually use the dries.
I don't know, did not play the game that much this year. I'll be honest.
Me neither. Want to get back into. I haven't felt like. Yoni is looking at a 22-second gap. Long way to go for him. As still raining though.
If Focus is smart, I will dive in.
Oh. Still setting fastest laps. So, yeah. They are, however, massively improving. They right now did a 17.4, whilst they were running 123s before. So they're 6 seconds a lap quicker right now. And the crossover is coming.
It has stopped raining. No, a little.
Oh, it's still raining. That's what I said. Brazil, just a light drizzle. Rise. 100%.
If I was Focus, I would dive in. Grab the mediums.
Yeah, so I'm basically waiting for Joni to finish his lap. He's 2 seconds slower than IPAC there. Last lap was. IPAC, of course, still being on the Intus, so. But however, the McLaren fell. He has his tires up to temperature. He's doing the same lap times as IPAC and it's Jordi, so the dries seem to work for them compared to their lap times, as the McLaren is improving into sector 1 right now. So the dries seem to work right now. However, I would extend 1 or 2 laps more and then just go for the mediums. Put them on, go for it. But it's risky, right? Who's gonna pull the plug in front? Because Joni isn't
Right.
making any inroads, right? He is not gaining massive amounts of time. However, in Sector 2 you see the timings and all the people on the rise are putting green sectors. So they're setting personal
but
bests in the
Focus
second
is stuck
sector.
behind Van Bergen. So if you ask me, it's worth the risk.
Yeah,
You
but
lost already that
he's
position.
gonna lose 2 positions, 3 positions. So, is it worth the risk? But right now they have some good haul of points for the team champion, for the constructors, right? Yeah, I can see that Rice definitely pulling in some personal bests right now. Frackley did put on some mediums, and he's actually a second quicker right now than his best lap on the Entus.
To be honest, the only position he really has to fight for is against Sirwadi. PK would let Focus
Yeah,
pass.
you can see
Jordi
Joni
is quite up to pace.
gaining a lot on IPAC now. Yeah, for Joni, if Jordi pits, then he might get P6, but that was as expected, right?
Everyone is diving.
The top is diving in, yeah. Even Jordi's diving in. They're all going for mediums. Expect Jordi also going for the mediums. Yes, that is fact. So, this IPAC, the DRS is open. That's what I said.
Ooh.
Around the outside, turns to the inside. Make it stick around the outside here. Not being able to. Next DRS zone coming up.
Don't stick everyone
Full
on the curb right
battery
now.
deployment. How did IPAC get DRS there though? How did he get DRS?
I don't know.
That's so weird, man. How did he get DRS there?
Might be that the first detection point has detected it twice.
I think the game is just broken. Keep it at that.
Like every year.
It's okay. We accept it.
Why do you think
Focus
I don't want to
gaining
this
massively
game?
on Van Bergen. Van Bergen not being able to follow Alex there, as he gets a 3-second penalty as well for good measure. That's speed 2 over for Van Bergen, as Focus basically breezes past of him. As IPAC does a quickest lap, 17-1. However, I see Focus doing a personal best in Sector 1. Will he be able to do a personal best in Sector 2? Purple. I mean, he did a purple in Sector 1. Let's see if he can do a purple in Sector 2.
And now I understand why Joni is struggling with IPAC, because IPAC had a dry setup.
There might be a big difference in that, yeah.
Also, PK is catching with Sirwadi.
Yeah, he'll be looking at the straight to actually attack Van Bergen as well.
And Jordi will fall.
Yeah, Van Bergen too far behind. I think PK as well. He's not close enough. However, he is close to IPAC here. IPAC no DRS this time around. That should be an easy pass here. Can he brake late? Can he make it stick? Outside into the inside. Ooh, gets a small tap on the back, I think. Compromises his exit.
Yeah, you have to cut the track a little.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
PK will be looking to get the Mercedes of Sirwadi here. As is Jordi is really close to the McLaren of Val. Yeah, you see Jordi waiting for the straight here. Go in, fast out. Prioritize your exit. Gonna have DRS.
No,
I
Val has
think
left
that
wings.
Val is actually emptying his battery, but that doesn't matter for Jordi. The DRS is so powerful here.
They're playing the new season in the old game.
Yeah, basically. They might actually ghost updated that. Would be awesome. I mean, if like for racing in the game, like how it is right now, that would be amazing, right? Like except for the fact that you lose power on a straight. That's stupid. I don't like that. I don't even like the fact, and that's the worst thing I think about it right now, is that the FIA, the F1 TV, is lying about it. They deliberately going off a onboard cam to not show it, or...
But if you want that kind of system, why not just make a pass, push to pass?
Oh, like, but I don't care about it. It's the fact that they're lying about it, right? Easy pass for Sawadi here on PK. Like, right? So they're freezing the telemetry once a car hits the maximum speed. Once they lose speed, it stays frozen at maximum speed on the onboard cameras. The onboard lab, yeah, with Antonelli, right? They came out and they said there was an issue with the onboard camera of Antonelli, right? That's why they didn't broadcast it.
I don't know.
They came out with that statement. It's no joke. But then people got mad because if you were watching on F1 TV, the camera was working. They were lying about it to hide the fact that the cars are losing speed on the straights. I just can't handle that, man. It's such a show these days, right? And I don't like that about it this season. It sucks. The racing, yeah, racing is amazing, but don't go around and hide the fact that the cars are shit, right? Like, just say, yeah, we made a mistake. We thought it would be better. Yeah, big hit on the rear there. Kept it on the track though.
Good old tanks. It was a good old tank stopper.
I don't know, with 6 laps of fuel remaining, I think he just went onto the throttle too quick. It's the same about, like, did you hear the Formula E boss came out with a statement about why Mercedes was so quick this season? Have you read that? So,
no.
The reason we have this system in the new cars is Toto Wolff. He pleaded for it, basically. And the FIA was like, yeah, that's a good idea, let's do that. But Mercedes left FE, Formula E. But they took all that knowledge and put it into the F1. And after they took the knowledge, they went on to the FIA and were like, yo, dude, why not change it like this? Let's go like X amount of electric, X amount of combustion. And that's why they have so much, why they're so much ahead of everyone. I mean, you gotta give it to the dude. Smart play. I would have done the same. You gotta hate to love it. You gotta love to hate it. Yeah, PK not being able to keep the position and trying to stay with Sawadi, but
for me the biggest problem is just it's not racing anymore. It's just carefully watching your battery.
Yeah, even the boss of the Formula E said, like, I don't like this, man. We are the Formula E, we do this, and right now you're just in between two worlds. He doesn't think it's good for Formula 1. I agree on that statement. He even said, let's go, you guys need to go back to V8s, man. Put a V8 in it, go combustion. Right?
And the other thing is, the tracks are not made for it, but they drive with F1
Exactly,
cars.
the straights are too long, and right, 130R in Japan it's basically a straight these days. Let's just put it like that. It's too long. Like the battery cannot handle. the length of that part where you need to deploy it.
Why do you think they use street circuits most of the time in Formula E?
Yeah, exactly because of that.
Hard braking points.
Yeah. It and those tracks, right? Those tracks are Formula E style. They're not part of F1. They should never become a part of F1. F1 should be the world class of racing. And right now, PK's close. Can he make
that's
the
easy
overtake? He should. Nah. He's not having the straight line speed as so what he has. I wonder, is he carrying more downforce? Yeah, I think within 3 years they turn around everything and they go back to V8s.
At least we know,
within
and
5 years.
At least we know this is the last season of Max.
Mate, have you seen how much kilograms the Red Bull is overweight?
Yeah, 30 to 75 kg.
Yeah, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a total joke. I don't get it. How you can go from a world championship winning team to 4 years in a row. 4 years, right?
Well,
and then make a mistake of having almost more than 50 kilograms too much on weight.
Well, the biggest, the two things I think is, first of all, they lost like 25 to 40% of the
that's
people
a massive corner cut.
The people that worked on the championship car.
That's okay, but they've been developing this car for years now, right? The engine as well, right? The battery, and then
for Red Bull, for Red Bull, I have the feeling they just put all pieces together to see how big it's gonna be, and they just take parts around it.
Yeah, and then you put
when the season starts, they're gonna cut some weight.
And then you put Max in the GT3 car, put him on the Nordschleife. Yeah, sure, the team fucks up, but he basically, he drove everybody off the track there. He just did an amazing race there.
2 seconds.
I saw some onboards, right? Like, the places where he did overtakes between two people in, man. An average GT3 driver wouldn't even dare to do that, right? Like, it's insane. The dude is crazy.
But it was a strategy to get disqualified.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure, because there were so many cars, the ranking at the end would also be included to the BOP changes for the 24 hours of the Nordschleife. So if you get disqualified, your results
are getting deleted and they will not count. Yeah, I mean they've done shit like that before, right? Like, he's there to win, but he's also there to make sure he's on top of everything, right? So if he makes sense, it's illegal, maybe in some sense if it's true, but. Maybe it's not illegal, but is it fair to others? Maybe not.
Misha explained it right. The guy that is a team with Steve, aka Super GT, and Jimmy Broadband, said it right. Max is not the only one who does it. He says all the fast guys, everyone.
All the teams are doing that. It's a tactic, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, if everyone is doing it, then.
And if you drove a horrible race, for example, of course they finish the race if you finish first, because the telemetry shows.
Oh, they're using like lab data and stuff for.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, that's actually crazy. So why do you still?
But that's also the same way as how they do it with Le Mans.
Okay. Yeah, I think the Max will be leaving F1 if it. I mean, he has a contract until 2028.
And that's why I like to watch enduro, because you can be the whole weekend the fastest, but in the race, if you get at like 20 kilos.
The issue for me with enduro is definitely a 24-hour. You don't see like people actually fighting, right? It's like, okay, we're all gonna drive our own race, and then in the end we see where we're at, and then we're gonna start fighting. So it's only worth to watch and the first 2-3 hours maybe, but the rest is just, yeah, not worth it in my opinion. As we are talking over the finish of Alex again, P1, Focus P2, Van Bergen in P3. Finally a position for this guy, I think. I might be wrong, but...
PK, great comeback race.
P4, yeah, he came from... can I actually turn that on?
I don't know. For
not anymore.
What to say for Yoni?
Yeah, good comeback. He's still in P6 though, Yoni. It's a good race from him. I don't think he could have overtaken Sawadi or PK. No, he lost those during the safety car. As driver of the day will be PK, and we're just gonna take the word of the game for it. Let me really quickly fix this stupid shit here in this square. It is not putting in the drivers on its own. So we gotta, okay, it's Jordy is not in our database. We need to fix that. Well, is there though. And we got the Haas of Frackley. I don't know why those. And then the Eisen. Okay, fix results. So yeah, Alex wins again. Followed by Focus, Van Bergen, PK, Sawadi, Joni in P6, IPAC in P7, is Jordy on the second race in P8. Val dropped down some positions, he started 8, so he dropped down 1 position in P9. It's Jordy actually came from P15 and PK from P14. So, great race by them. I cannot show you the standings after. Because there are some issues. I could try though, but
yeah, we got some new drivers today. You might probably not edit them.
No, I added them. Only a lot of drivers have I have the issue that the game or the software is not registering them in the name, right? So the driver standings is an issue. Alex leading the championship points with more than 65 points. Then we got Mr. Mouse in third, which is 1 point gap to Focus, but 126 point gap to Alex. So I don't think anyone else can win from Alex anymore. It's only 2 races. So
yeah, I think
nope.
Alex is champion.
Alex is the champion this season. The driver's champion, that is. Of course, we do only celebrate when the season is done. So anyway, early congrats to you, Alex. Trophies and stuff will be handed out after the season. Let's go look before we do that. So P2. It's not gonna happen, right? Like, Focus is gonna end in P2. Mr. Mouse, however, can still be dropped by Weybridge, as there's only a 27 gap between them. So the fight for P3 is still on. Even Van Bergen can win the P3, can take home the P3. PK down there in 6. There is definitely a small fight around P5 between Van Bergen, PK, and Sawadi. Then the rest of the best, Ethan, Yoni might actually be able to make it to P8 and be the rest of the best for the season. Depending if Ethan comes back. He might jump 1 or 2 positions up as he gains 50 points maybe. If he wins. Frackley in P10, he will be looking to hold that place. Then we have Racer, Drizzle, Gold Killer, and IPAC in P14, and the rest are all reserves. Masculine will be back soon. He had some things to sort out IRL in private, so he's gonna try to make it. If you go to the team standings, however, Ferrari is only 4 points behind Red Bull Racing, so that fight will go on until the last race in Zandvoort. Next week we will have Las Vegas. Let's see what the Ferrari guys do there. Mercedes is down 73 points to P1 in the constructors and 69 to P2, so they will not be able to get into P2 or P1, so they will be looking to defend P3 from the two Racing Bulls. And as long as Weybridge does not have a disconnect, the Racing Bulls will be able to take it from Mercedes and become third in the constructors. McLaren out of the fight for the top 3. They are looking at a gap of 110 points to P4. Alpine, I do not suspect they will be able to make it into P5, but Yoni, as being the sole driver of Alpine basically, will be looking to defend from Williams here to make sure his team ends up in P6, followed by Williams, Haas and Kick Sauber, and then at the bottom Aston Martin, as they only scored in Spain. Both those drivers not showing up that much. We'll be looking to make a change for next season and make sure we got a full grid and keep it a full grid. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. Highlights will be, or the race itself will be uploaded within a week if you guys are interested. Last week should be online by now. Otherwise, it will be online tomorrow. And see you guys all next week. Thanks for watching.
Wheels scream loud like a beast on the track. Heartbeats pound, there's no turning back. Engines roar, fire in their veins. Adrenaline rush like thunder in chains. Lights flash red to green, it's go. Feel the heat, the turbos glow. Start your engines, hear them cry. Chasing glory under the sky. One shot, one chance, no compromise. Speed's the king and the limit's the prize. Tires burn trails across the ground. Wind cuts sharp as the world spins round. Metal machines in a symphony wild. Precision dancing, chaos styled. Pit stops quick like a lightning strike. Every second's gold, every move's tight. Dreams are made in the blink of a lap. Victory's calling, no time to nap. Start your engines, hear them cry. Chasing glory under the sky. One shot, one chance, no compromise. Speed's the king and the limit's the prize. like a beast on the track.